Hi everyone. Today I have a very interesting topic to discuss, in my opinion. I would love to share my thoughts. I just finished some project that I thought about working on for quite a while, but you know, it's always someday. But life is happening right now. So let's go. A little bit of a story time. Majority of my life, I've been hanging with guys. I got the degree of engineer, and also I've been working in IT all of my life, in gaming specifically. So always surrounded by guys, mostly, very few women, and especially very few feminine women. Um, and with that, I think that it's it was always a focus on something else, focus on being efficient, focus on delivering best results, but never been a focus on my happiness, on me. And this year something changed. May this year I started following Dr. Joe Dispenza work, and started meditating, reading his books. And he has this awesome phrase is that the idea is that basically if you want changes in your life, you need to change yourself, which is pretty obvious. I've been in therapy for quite a while, and it's the same notion, if you want changes, do those changes. But again, it's really hard to do some changes if you are not even looking in this direction, right? And again, for me, the focus was always on something else, but not me, myself. And this year, during meditation, he has a few meditations like changing boxes and tuning into new potentials that are actually make you think about where you're going, what is your destination, and trying to pick up energy from that point. And I figured that I don't know whom I want to be when I grew up. And with that, I figured that I will have to sit down and think through the changes that I want to see in me and in my life. And finally, I did this. And today, it was kind of a gradual process, obviously, learning about myself, seeing what is working, what is not working, things like that. But today, I finally sat down and created kind of a list of rituals from the standpoint of a woman that I want to be, what she would do, how she would react, what is her normal day. And I basically created a list of things that I want to do on a daily basis that will make me as close to my ideal self as possible. And this is pretty short list. I would say probably 20-30 points. And on daily basis, it's only about 8 points that I want to do. Though I actually choose to do a fewer points, but that will make a bigger change, I guess, compared to my current self. If you are looking to recreate this experience, I would say try to think about a movie of a perfect woman for you, or man, if you're a man. And try to, after that, create a list of things that this person would do on a daily basis, like how their morning starts, how their day going, what is they doing, what is they choosing, things like that, or not choosing also, right? And after that, compare this list to what you're actually doing right now. How is your morning going? How do you choose to react on things, and so on. So for me, for example, I have pretty anxious mind, if I can say so. So I have a tendency to do a few things at the same time. and never finish. So doing the list is, and actually printing it, I'll have to reach out to it, but it's a big thing for me because I can start 20 things but not finish any. I'm different with my work, surprisingly. But in my life, it again never felt like a priority. So, whatever. If I will pick up a mug in my bedroom, it might travel through all of the house until it will get to the kitchen, and maybe a few days later. That's my reality, unfortunately. So for me, rewiring the process of my morning, rewiring the way I am thinking and acting is a big thing. And one of major things for me was actually to decrease this clutter in my head of tasks that I need to do on a daily basis. And it's always like cleaning, walking with dogs, feeding dogs, cooking, blah, blah, blah. Too many things that I want to do and seems like they are important, but also with those things, my mind is going a little bit, messy. And I end up with, first of all, being unsatisfied at the end of the day with the results. It feels like I haven't done anything good, but also creating a lot of mess and feeling exhausted despite the fact that nothing is done. And this is a very disturbing situation. It feels like, it's never ending cycle unless I will deliberately choose to stop it. So started today, I will try to stop it. And slowing down is my biggest thing, my biggest wish, to learn to actually slow down, to learn to sit for 20 minutes. Funny enough, 6 months ago, like when I started meditating, I never thought that I will be able to meditate because I never been able to sit without doing anything for 5 minutes, not talking about an hour or hour and a half, which is my typical meditations right now. But apparently everything is a skill. We can learn everything. And frankly speaking, if you are considering meditation and if you're also kind of anxious and think that you won't be able to do that, I have a good news. Most likely you will be. You will be able to sit down in meditation for hours without any problems. The thing is how deep you will go into the meditation. If you will go deep enough, if you will have, willpower to sit while your brains are trying to distract you, at some point you will go into meditation deep enough that it will start to be entertaining and interesting, because inside of meditation there is a lot happening. It's not silence. It's rarely silence. I think all of us are getting information in there in one way or another. Some might see something like patterns and stuff, some might hear or just get information. It depends on meditation. Again, some meditations like Blessing of Energy Centers, you're just like having a new feeling in your body and you're just like, wow, that's exciting. What else can I do with that, right? But yeah, it's not just sitting in silence. Absolutely, I would say. At least this is my experience, obviously. So yeah, back to list. I created a small list with daily rituals and kind of a regular rituals, not necessarily daily, that will assumably transform me into a woman that I want to be. Slower, with actually I love the idea of rituals. I feel like dedicating some time even to drink a coffee in the morning, first of all, can slow you down. Second, can help you catch the moment. And third thing that I thought really cool idea is to make it mandatory to make an atmospheric cool photo or video and share it on social media. And it might be your morning ritual while you're drinking your coffee or matcha or whatever is it. And I also have a channel where I'm showing my dog's life a little bit because it's an endless source of fun stuff. So I enjoy doing reels for my dogs. And for me, it became kind of a also ritual. What I noticed with that is that it actually helps me to be in the morning, in the moment, to catch those ideas for reels, you know. So it feels slowing down and doing more of social media stuff apparently can actually make me closer to the ideal myself from the standpoint of being in a moment and enjoying the moment and sharing that moment, sharing it through the lens of perception. And also it's a huge learning how to work with all the social media, how to share what trends are going well, what are not, like depends on the depth that you want to go into it, right? But yeah, I think that creating a list of rituals is an amazing practice, and I would love to share mine if you're interested. And let me know if you have any. I'd be curious to add to my list. Definitely, because as of now, it feels like I do not have enough cool rituals that I can do on a regular basis, especially with my friends and with my dogs. This is what I figured, is that we are not doing with dogs a lot of new things. And I would love to actually. One of my dogs is a border collie. She's super smart. So I think that we might also add a few rituals of learning new tricks and stuff. That might be really cool. And with that, again, creating such things around your household, around your family members might add so many beautiful moments into your memory, and that you can share with your uh, relatives or um, social media friends. So, yeah, I'd be curious to hear about your rituals, and let me know if you would want to dive deeper into the topic of mine. And also, I hope I will share a small update in a week or so how the things are going. I didn't expect that I will pick up all of them immediately, but starting slow, uh, I definitely will get there. So, no pressure on myself, but I'm excited to try a few things. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.